Good morning, class 12th commerce, subject economics, chapter number 5, banking, lecture number 3. In this lecture, we shall discuss about how money supply is controlled by the central bank, RBI in India, what are the instruments of monetary policy, and how these instruments are operated. So let's begin. Control of monetary policy by central bank, and there are two instruments. One is quantitative instrument and second is qualitative instrument. Quantitative instruments of monetary policy are those instruments which focus on the overall supply of money in the economy, whereas qualitative instruments of monetary policy are those instruments which focus on selected sectors of the economy. Quantitative instruments focus all over the economy, whereas qualitative instrument focus on some selected sectors of the economy. Fine. One more thing which you need to understand is that policies made by RBI, known as monetary policy, whereas policies made by the government is known as fiscal policy. Very important 1 mark question, as well as one of the most conceptual question of this macroeconomics, that whenever the word is mentioned monetary policy, you have to understand that here we are talking about RBI. When it is written fiscal policy, you need to understand that here we are talking about the government. So fiscal policies are made by the government, whereas monetary policy are made by RBI. Now see some of the quantitative instruments: repo rate, bank rate, reverse repo rate, CRR, SLR, and open market operations. These are 6 in number quantitative instruments. You have to understand all these 6 quantitative instruments. Fine, we'll discuss them each and every instrument in detail. Fine, if the question comes, explain the quantitative instruments, you have to explain all these quantitative instruments. You can't skip even a single instrument. Bank rate, repo rate, reverse repo rate, CRR, SLR, open market operations. Okay, let's begin with repo rate. It refers to the rate of interest at which RBI lends money to the commercial bank. The commercial bank take loans from RBI basically to correct their liquidity status, and the rate of interest the RBI charges from the commercial bank, that rate of interest is known as repo rate. By changing the repo rate, RBI can control the money supply in the economy. During inflation, repo rate is increased. During inflation, repo rate is increased. See, if repo rate will rise, it will discourage the commercial bank to build cash reserve for the purpose of credit creation. Hence, it will reduce the supply of money by the commercial bank and inflation will be curbed. That means, अगर देखो repo rate increase हो गया, that means now commercial bank has to pay more rate of interest to the RBI. If the bank will pay more rate of interest to the RBI, then bank will be left with less cash with itself. And if bank will be left with less cash with itself, it will not be able to supply more money in the market. It will supply less money in the market, and as a result, inflation will be curbed. Inflation will be controlled. What is inflation? Inflation means rising in the general price level of the commodities. That means people have more purchasing power. There is more money in the economy. Inflation is more money in the economy. Now the role of RBI is to soak that money from the economy. Clear? So if RBI wants to soak that money from the economy, then definitely it has to reduce the credit supply. And how it can reduce the credit supply? During inflation time, it will increase the repo rate. रेपो रेट बढ़ा दिया, इसका मतलब कमर्शियल बैंक को ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट देना पड़ेगा आरबीआई को. जब कमर्शियल बैंक ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट देगा आरबीआई को, खुद के पास बहुत कम पैसा रह जाएगा और वो लोन लोगों को नहीं दे पाएगा. फिर इतना मार्केट में पैसा नहीं जनरेट कर पाएगा, और मार्केट में ज़्यादा पैसा जनरेट नहीं कर पाएगा तो ऑटोमेटिकली लोगों के पास पैसा नहीं आएगा, इकोनॉमी में पैसा फ्लो नहीं होगा और इन्फ्लेशन विल बी बेटर्ड. फाइन. बट when it is the time of deflation means economy requires money, there is less flow of money in the economy, people are not having that much purchasing power, there is less investment in the economy during deflation. So during deflation, RBI wants to throw money in the economy, RBI wants to give money in the economy, RBI wants to channelize the money in the economy. So what RBI will do? RBI will reduce the repo rate. नाउ बैंक को कम रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट देना पड़ेगा आरबीआई को, ठीक है. सो बैंक विल बी लेफ्ट विद मोर कैश विद इटसेल्फ, एंड नाउ द कमर्शियल बैंक कैन जनरेट मोर मनी सप्लाई इन द इकोनॉमी. बैंक्स कैन lend more money in the economy, and if there will be more money supply in the economy, people will get more income, there will be more production of goods and services, and if there will be more production, more income, more purchasing power, and the situation of deflation will be battled easily. Fine. Are you getting? So in your book it is repo rate is expressed with 3 or 4 cases, but the thing which is explained is same. ठीक है, कि रेपो रेट बढ़ जाएगा तो व्हाट विल बी द सिचुएशन, जब रेपो रेट कम हो जाएगा सो व्हाट विल बी दैट सिचुएशन. फाइन. देखो, इन राइज इन रेपो रेट देयर विल बी राइज इन द मार्केट रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, देयर विल बी देन fall in the demand for loan by the investors and households, then there will be fall in consumption and investment. As a result, there will be fall in the demand for goods and services, there will be fall in the credit by the commercial bank, and inflation will be curbed. So directly or indirectly, increasing and decreasing of repo rate will help the economy to achieve the state of equilibrium. Not equilibrium at the situation where economy is earning a good revenue. There is neither so much of inflation nor so much of deflation. There is quite good balance in the economy. Fine. Repo rate, it is that rate of interest at which RBI lends money to the commercial bank. Second comes बैंक रेट. देखो, बैंक रेट और रेपो रेट में ज़्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं होते. फाइन. दे आर ऑलमोस्ट सेम, बट अ स्लाइट डिफरेंस इज देयर, एंड दिस इज द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम योर वाइवा पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू as well as from your board's point of view. You will see this question in many sample papers. Difference between bank rate and repo rate, or define bank rate, define repo rate, define reverse repo rate. So these are like fixed questions of this chapter. Fine. See, repo rate, bank rate. Bank rate refers to the rate of interest at which RBI gives money to the commercial bank. ये चीज़ तो दोनों की सेम है. रेपो रेट में भी आरबीआई जिस रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट पे कमर्शियल बैंक को देती है उसको रेपो रेट कहते हैं. बैंक रेट भी वही है, जिस रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट पे आरबीआई लोन देती है कमर्शियल बैंक को, वो होता है बैंक रेट. बट बैंक रेट इज फॉर लॉन्ग टर्म, रेपो रेट इज फॉर शॉर्ट टर्म. Bank rate is without any collateral security. Fine, banks need not to keep any collateral security, whereas in repo rate, securities are pledged as a security for the loans. So in bank rate, there is no collateral security, whereas in repo rate, collateral securities are required. Fine. Bank rate does not allow any facility of repurchase of security. Bank rate is just the simply rate of discount. Fine, discount means the interest which is charged from the commercial bank. Fine. Whereas in repo rate allows repurchase of the securities. See, the holder of securities can repurchase them at later date. Therefore रेपो रेट इज नोन एज रीपरचेज रेट. तो देखो, जो रेपो रेट, जिस रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट पे आपने बैंक आरबीआई चार्ज कर रहा है, जो रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट कमर्शियल बैंक पे, तो अगर रेपो रेट की बात है तो रेपो रेट में क्या होता है, आप सेल और परचेज सिक्योरिटी का कर सकते हैं कमर्शियल बैंक, ठीक है. लेकिन बैंक रेट में अगर आपने पैसा लिया है तो सेल और परचेज आप सिक्योरिटी का नहीं कर सकते हैं. जो कमर्शियल बैंक है वो रीपरचेज नहीं कर सकते हैं सिक्योरिटीज को. क्लियर? विल अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आर दी सिक्योरिटीज लेटर इन दी margin requirements. Will understand open market operations. Will understand this point in detail. Okay. Secondly, bank rate relates to the borrowing by the commercial bank to meet their immediate cash crunches. Fine. Whereas repo rate relate to the short term borrowings by the commercial banks. So bank rate is often higher than the repo rate. ठीक है. तो बैंक रेट जो होता है वो हमेशा ज़्यादा होता है रेपो रेट से. ठीक है. बैंक रेट जो होता है दैट इज़ फॉर लॉन्ग टर्म, वेयर एज जो रेपो रेट होता है दैट इज़ फॉर शॉर्ट टर्म. ठीक है. अब इसका इंक्रीज डिक्रीज इट विल सेम एज रेपो रेट. ठीक है. बैंक रेट अगर आप इंक्रीज कर रहे हो, ठीक है, सो देयर विल बी लेस मनी सप्लाई इन द इकोनॉमी. फाइन, इट विल कर्ब द इन्फ्लेशन. वेयर एज इफ यू आर decreasing the bank rate, fine, deflation is curbed. Clear? It is say operation is same as that of repo rate. Fine. So rise in bank rate discourages the commercial bank to build their cash reserve by the way of borrowing from RBI. This reduces the supply of money by the commercial bank as desired to curb the inflation. On the other hand, fall in the bank rate encourages the commercial bank to build their cash reserves by way of borrowing from RBI. This increases the supply of money by the commercial bank as desired to curb deflation. Fine. Now, increase in bank rate act as a warning signal to the commercial bank to increase their own reserves. Decrease in bank rate induces the commercial bank to lower their reserves, to lower their vault cash and raise the creation of credit, implying a rise in the supply of money by the commercial bank as desired to curb the deflation. Now let's move to the reverse repo rate. सी इट इज़ अपोजिट ऑफ रेपो रेट. देखो, रेपो रेट में आपने क्या पढ़ा था कि आरबीआई को कमर्शियल बैंक इंटरेस्ट दे रहा है ना. कमर्शियल बैंक ने कुछ पैसा लिया आरबीआई से, अब आरबीआई इंटरेस्ट चार्ज कर रहा है कमर्शियल बैंक से, कमर्शियल बैंक वो रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट दे रहा है आरबीआई को, उस रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट को बोलते हैं रेपो रेट. लेकिन यहाँ उल्टा है. रिवर्स रेपो रेट इज़ कमर्शियल बैंक ने अपना कुछ सरप्लस पैसा आरबीआई के पास रखा है, ठीक है, और उस पैसे पर आरबीआई इंटरेस्ट दे रहा है किसको? कमर्शियल बैंक को. ठीक है. कमर्शियल बैंक की सेविंग्स पर इंटरेस्ट दे रहा है आरबीआई. कमर्शियल बैंक ने अपने सरप्लस फंड पार्क किए हैं आरबीआई के पास. अब आरबीआई उनकी अच्छे से सेफ रखता है उन पैसे को और उस पैसे पे इंटरेस्ट देता है कमर्शियल बैंक को. So reverse repo rate, it refers to that rate of interest at which commercial bank can park their surplus funds with RBI. Also, commercial banks get interest income. Fine, commercial bank get the interest income. See, if reverse repo rate is lowered, fine, then banks are discouraged to park their surplus funds with RBI. Now instead, the banks may use these funds as CRR funds with RBI and accordingly increase the creation of credit. Increase in money supply is required to stop the deflation, to curb the deflation. Rise in the reverse repo rate may induce the commercial bank to park more funds with the RBI and generate interest income. This lowers their capacity to offer CRR funds to the RBI for the creation of credit. Accordingly, supply of money is reduced in the economy as desired to curb inflation. That means अगर reverse repo rate कम हो जाता है, that means now RBI is paying, reverse repo rate is कम हो जाता है, ठीक है ना, तो that means RBI is paying less rate of interest to the commercial banks. Now then why commercial bank will park their surplus with the RBI if they are getting less rate of interest? So RBI will not park their surplus with the so commercial bank will not keep their surplus fund with the RBI because they are getting less rate of interest. So they will keep that amount with themselves only. Now if they have kept that amount with themselves only, they will utilize that amount in giving the loans. So money supply in the economy will increase and deflation will get reduced. डिफ्लेशन में चाहिए क्या होता है, हमको मनी सप्लाई इंक्रीज करनी ताकि डिफ्लेशन की सिचुएशन से ओवरकम कर पाए, ठीक है. तो अब आरबीआई ने कहा कि ठीक है मैं रिवर्स रेपो रेट कम कर देता हूँ, तुम अपने सरप्लस अब मेरे पास रखोगे ही नहीं, तुम अपने सरप्लस नहीं रखोगे मतलब पैसा तुम अपने पास रखोगे. जब पैसा आप अपने पास रखोगे तो डेफिनेटली द बैंक्स विल यूज दैट अमाउंट टू गिव द लोन्स. नाउ दैट अमाउंट इज यूज टू गिव द लोन्स, देयर विल बी क्रिएशन ऑफ मनी सप्लाई इन द इकोनॉमी. एज अ रिजल्ट डिफ्लेशन इज कप्ड, डिफ्लेशन इज स्वाइप्ड आउट. Whereas if the RBI increases the reverse repo rate, now it will attract the commercial banks. Now commercial bank will think that RBI is giving this much rate of interest, we should park our surplus with RBI. Now as commercial bank will park their surplus with RBI, they will be left with less amount to give as loan in the economy. Now they are left with less amount in the to give as loan in the economy, the money supply in the economy will decrease. And as the money supply in the economy will decrease, people will country will able to be swiped out that inflation. Inflation कम हो जाएगा, महंगाई कम हो जाएगी क्योंकि लोगों के पास पैसा नहीं होगा, ठीक है. So this was our reverse repo rate. Now CRR and SLR we have discussed in the previous lecture also. Let me give you a brief about CRR and SLR. CRR is cash reserve ratio. This refers to the ratio between cash reserves of the commercial banks with the RBI and their demand deposits. This is fixed by the central bank and it is varied from time to time to regulate the supply of money in the economy. We know that credit multiplier, we did in the previous lecture that credit multiplier is equal to 1 by RR. This RR can also be written as CRR. Fine. So credit multiplier is equal to 1 by CRR. Now see, अगर 1 by CRR है, ठीक है, तो CRR is in denominator. If denominator increases, credit multiplier will decrease. That means low credit creation in the economy. So higher CRR lowers the credit multiplier and lower the CRR increases the credit multiplier. That means अगर CRR ज़्यादा हो जाता है, that means now banks are keeping more money with themselves. Sorry. Wait. Increase in CRR cause a multiple times decrease in credit creation capacity. Fine. See, अगर CRR बढ़ जाएगा, that means now it is ordered by RBI that bank will keep more money with themselves and less money will be offered for loan. Fine. So if less money is offered for loan because more money is kept as CRR, there will be less credit creation in the economy. Fine. However, the effectiveness of this instrument is reduced when the commercial bank hold high excess reserves over and above their reserves with RBI. What is now SLR? This refers to the ratio between liquid assets of the commercial bank and their total deposits which are legally required to maintain on daily basis. SLR includes liquid assets such as cash, gold and unencumbered securities. If SLR is increased, inflation is curbed. If SLR is decreased, deflation is curbed. Because a rise in SLR, there is rise in the liquid asset held by the commercial bank and there will be fall in the funds available for giving the loans. And as a result, there will be fall in the money supply. And as there will be fall in the money supply, inflation is swiped out. Similarly, fall in SLR, that means fall in the liquid asset held by the commercial bank. Now there will be more availability of funds for giving the loans, for lending out the loan. Now this will increase the money supply in the economy, money supply by the commercial bank. And as the money supply will increase, there will be less deflation and deflation will be minimized or there will be nominal deflation in the economy. So till now we have discussed repo rate, bank rate, reverse repo rate, CRR, that means cash reserve ratio, and SLR, that means statutory liquidity ratio. In statutory liquidity ratio, liquid assets are cash, gold and unencumbered securities. Fine. So you have to, whenever you are explaining any of the instrument, you will explain it how it will increase or decrease the money supply or how it will tackle with the situation of inflation and deflation. You will not just write the what do you mean by the following things and you will just explain them. No, you have to define with the definitions as well as how it will battle with the situation of inflation and deflation. Last quantitative instrument is open market operation. It is very easy, no complications there in this instrument. See, open market operations refers to the sale and purchase of securities in the open market by RBI. RBI खरीदता है, बेचता है किसको? सिक्योरिटीज़ को. ठीक है. सिक्योरिटीज़ लाइक नेशनल सेविंग सर्टिफिकेट्स. देखो अब RBI को देखो मार्केट में ना बहुत ज़्यादा पैसा हो गया है, इन्फ्लेशन आ गई है. अब RBI को वो पैसा ना सोक करना है इकोनॉमी से. व्हाट RBI विल डू? RBI विल सेल द सिक्योरिटीज़. Now, if the RBI will sell the securities, it can easily soak the money from the economy. क्योंकि लोग वो खरीद लेंगे सर्टिफिकेट्स और लोग क्या दे देंगे? पैसा दे देंगे RBI को. तो पैसा RBI के पास आ गया, इकोनॉमी से तो चला गया. सिमिलरली अगर इकोनॉमी में पैसा नहीं है RBI will purchase the securities. RBI will purchase the securities to give more money in the economy. So liquidity is soaked during inflation. Cash reserves of the commercial banks are squeezed. And do remember, RBI जो होता है वो जनरल पब्लिक के साथ सेल परचेज नहीं करता है. RBI कमर्शियल बैंक के साथ सेल एंड परचेज करता है सिक्योरिटीज का. Fine. RBI do not have the direct link with the general public. RBI sell the securities, purchase the securities from or to the commercial bank. Fine. गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटीज का सेल और परचेज होता है बाय RBI होता है, ठीक है, और कमर्शियल बैंक के साथ होता है, नॉट विद द जनरल पब्लिक. So general public is not involved in this open market operations. Government securities are sold and purchased and with the commercial banks. Commercial bank buys the security or sell the securities. It depends upon the inflation or deflation situation. If inflation ज़्यादा है तो what RBI will do? RBI will sell the securities if there is more inflation. And if there is deflation, RBI will purchase the security and give the money to the commercial bank so that commercial bank can use that money to create the money supply in the economy. Fine. So we have done 6 quantitative instruments of money controlling. In the next video lecture, we'll complete our chapter banking. We'll discuss qualitative instruments and function of central bank.